lovingly and admiringly, but also with a great deal of disappointment. So what we have, I think, is a visionary president with derelict tendencies.
Well, I don't think derelict tendencies. I think you're overreaching there. I mean, as we just pointed out, there are personal shortcomings of these people: John F. Kennedy, Dwight Eisenhower, Franklin Roosevelt.
None of whom lied under oath. None of whom lied.
Clinton's persona was a more of a human and approachable person. And
of course.
I mean, it was. I mean, you were getting somebody that was not, was not a perfect moralist and a power.
Bush did not receive a majority of the votes of Americans. We know that. And can't we agree that he probably did not receive a majority of the vote of Floridians? Can we agree to that, David?
As long as you agree that Bill Clinton did not receive the vote of a majority of Americans either.
But at least he won.
Well, I believe that before we started rolling tape,
beat Clinton over
before we started rolling tape,
didn't get the majority. Well, hell,
100 motorists. Deer damage crops, degrade ecosystems, and plunder gardens. Some states have responded by encouraging people to kill the creatures for sport and recreation by extending hunting seasons and allowing multiple kills. However, the growing influence of national anti-hunting groups is being felt. Last November, anti-hunting measures passed in 3 states, and the number of Americans who kill animals for recreation is down from 9.1% in 1980 to only 5.4% in 1999.
All right, quickly. Should Ohio encourage more people to shoot more deer? Eric Hensel.
Well, you're going to have to bring back wolves to Ohio, or we're going to have to do something to increase the predation on deer. I mean, it's an unfortunate thing, but it's going to have to be done.
David Lynch, killing animals for recreation, good idea, bad idea?
I'm not excited about that idea, although in my community the weapon of choice is a Chevrolet. It's very difficult to get around the streets these days, so something's got to be done.
About all these animals. Robert?
I'd have to go back to what was just said. Instead of men trying to fix a problem we created, reintroduce the natural predator, let nature take its course.
You think that's the best solution here?
Absolutely.
What about children going into the woods now with, they can get, I think, special permits to get, to go hunting with their adult parents or their parents. Isn't that a bad notion to send kids out in the woods so they can shoot animals?
Guns, I think, are a natural part of this country's culture to sort of act like they're not children that have had guns all throughout the history of this country is just a farce.
All right, recreational hunting, should it stay or should it go? Robert Vickers.
Go.
David.
Go.
Really? And hunting? Really?
No,
Eric.
Stay.
I think it should go. I think that sends a wrong message. If you're going to shoot an animal, shoot it with a camera. All right, forced prediction. The credibility of Jesse Jackson. 0, no credibility. 10, as much credibility as he ever had. Where is Jesse Jackson these days? Credibility scale. Robert Vickers.
I'd give him about a 6, and it'll go right back up when he finds his next campaign to make noise about.
Really? He's not damaged goods?
No.
David Lynch.
I think it's about a 6 also, but I only thought it was about a 7 to begin with. So, I think
you only pick it down a little bit.
He'll lose a little bit.
Eric.
No, I would agree. It's 6, and it'll recharge.
Big trouble for Jesse Jackson. Big trouble. He has fed fire to his opponents. I cannot imagine any high school in America asking him now to come to speak at their graduation ceremonies this spring. On behalf of my panel this evening, Eric Hensel, David Lynch, and Robert Vickers, I'm Bob Conklin. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye, everybody.